What's going on, everybody? This is a segment from the Nerdgasm Talk podcast. If you like podcasts, well, why don't you come join us as the crew gets silly and Philly while we sit to talk about the latest in comics, games, movies, and all things pop culture. You guys can listen to our whole show on all the podcasts apps. We're on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, wherever you guys get your podcasts from. And make sure you guys also support the channel by subscribing to the Nerd Coalition Studios. And for the gaming needs, make sure you subscribe to Nerd Coalition Level Up. This is the Nerd Coalition. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. And now, feel the Nerdgasm. She-Hulk.
Thank you.
Okay, so now
we all have input. We
all have input on it. So, She-Hulk was the newest Disney Plus Marvel series that came out. This came out right after Miss Marvel. I was just like, I just need another Hulk series because
this is a great rebound because Miss Marvel, I couldn't get into it.
I liked it, but I didn't like it. You know what? Like I said, I know Swag loved it, so I will get it out the way now.
Yeah, I really like Miss Marvel.
Yeah, and I really got annoyed. I was just like, yo, I'm sick of these kids and these powers and all this kid drama. And I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I felt like it went like too long. Like, I forget what episode. It was just like, all right, this one is dragging. I'll say right off the bat, She-Hulk did not feel that way for me at all.
No.
She-Hulk moved.
This was the greatest binge I ever had.
And you know what? I think it's because the show's only 34 minutes long.
Yes,
that's what really helps.
Yeah,
that's what really helps.
It didn't overstay its welcome, and I also believe that this was a testing for Deadpool.
Okay.
And I'll explain why when we get close to it, but
assuming the fourth wall and all that.
Yeah. Well, so you know, I enjoy everything that this thing was. Every complaint I had about it, I was like, you know, I gotten over it. I was just like, they made her look sexy as She-Hulk. You know, they brought Meg Thee Stallion in. I enjoyed Mark Ruffalo in those first two things, and then of course
we got Daredevil cameo.
Daredevil had a whole ass part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I had one complaint about the show, and they fixed it.
Which was
the whole blood transfusion given into the villain arc.
Yeah.
So I was like, bro, we're doing this again.
So okay, so real quick, so since because we gotta get to the finale because that's why
I didn't want to. That's why I didn't want to say it too early, but I was like, let me just put it out there.
No, so I do understand that. But so, how did y'all guys like? Was it Tatiana Maslany? That's the name who played She-Hulk.
I'm gonna Google.
I forgot how to pronounce her last name.
I'm pretty sure her name was Tatiana.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was her because they didn't really show, you know, who the person really was.
Yeah.
In the credits.
Uh-huh.
But let me double check. She-Hulk.
I thought she was excellent at playing the character.
Okay, Tatiana looks like Maslany.
I think that's the last name. She did fantastic.
I think they made, because first of all, if you look at her regular pictures, it's a very beautiful woman.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like
they did
downplay her, dumb her down because she had to be sexy as She-Hulk. That's the whole point of She-Hulk.
I mean, they successfully did it. I don't know how, but I've seen it was like, man, that person's really pretty. I would have never. Modern Family. Perfect example.
Modern Family. Yes.
The younger daughter in Modern Family. She's a smoke show, as the children would say, in real life.
Smoke show?
Smoke show.
I never heard of that.
Neither have
I. I'm being extra.
Yeah.
But she is pretty in real life, but they dumped her down on the show to make her, you know, nerdy or whatever.
Yeah.
And looking at this picture of her, like, when I look up the show, I was like, oh, she's really pretty. And it's not that she wasn't pretty in the show, but they tried to make her plain and homely kind of thing.
Exactly. And then when she comes She-Hulk, it's the more sex appeal that comes out with it. Yeah. And there were more episodes where I was just like, okay, this CGI is working for me better than it was in some of the trailers.
Yeah. Because, much better.
Yeah, because there were some trailers that look a little rough. Just saying. But I do like the whole fourth wall breaker they add to the episode. I did like the length. I did like how Mark Ruffalo did not overskip. This was her show. So I was just like,
I did like that too.
Yeah, I was like, please don't let it be, like we're gonna do a redemption for the Hulk, which he needs one. But obviously they're gonna go the Planet Hulk route.
And I like how I feel like in Captain Marvel they was like shoehorning in the women's right here. This one was like it did a way where it was like show don't tell, but it also told us, but not in a throw it in your face way.
Exactly.
Like in the first episode when it was like, you got to control your anger. I do control my anger by doing this every single day in my life because I'm a woman. I'm like, that was beautifully perfect on how we do not understand women. That part, I was like, that was amazing.
Exactly. So I'm just like, those kind of things. I feel like they handled that very well. Opposed to where it feels like Miss Marvel was being extra to be extra.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel.
Yeah, sorry.
Forget for that one. So there really is no true like villain to say the least that's more opposed to the show, because it's just more about her being being a lawyer. But we do get Emily Blonsky back as Abomination, because we haven't seen him since Shang-Chi, but with that little cameo where he's fighting Wong, but also we haven't seen him since 2008 Hulk movie.
Yeah.
So seeing Tim Roth back in that role, I thought it was good too, seeing the Abomination back.
I like him.
I liked him, and he was a better version of Trevor to me.
He's a better version of who?
A Trevor.
Trevor being
Mandarin, the fake Mandarin.
Oh, gotcha. I got you.
He was a way better Trevor. Like, I like this story arc he had and how he helped She-Hulk. Jen. Was it Jen?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. How he helped Jen. I was like, okay. I like that episode was great. That little arc they had was great. I actually believed him. I was like, you know what? He might be a good guy. I mean, technically, he's still really not that bad of a guy.
And the one thing about She-Hulk was, every time it went off, I was like, wait, damn, I was just getting really locked into it. Why can't it keep going? Because it's giving you just enough to wait. You gotta wait till next week.
Next episode.
That's why I'm so glad I binged it. I was like, thank God.
Okay, but also the one thing that I was just like, that I would love to have seen come back around, even if it was a little moment, I needed to see dude who got her, like who set her up.
Yeah.
I wanted to see him get his get back.
He literally disappeared.
Absolutely.
Like out of thin air.
He should have got Hulk slapped. I do agree.
It didn't have to be no grand thing, but
yeah, it did. You messed with my girl, I was filthy. I was like, yo, man, she just want to be loved. You know what I'm saying? And then,
honestly, I'm gonna use my N-word pad. Fuck these niggas, bro. I was getting on my nerves. I'm like, dog, are y'all serious? It took a blind man to do this?
Real, you know what?
Y'all don't know what y'all got on y'all hands.
She went from everybody from David Otunga to little swole dude that she got.
I forgot he was in this.
Yeah, to the point where
Mother's milk messed up the date and all that.
Yeah, I was sitting there I was like, y'all really doing her like this?
Yes, that was trash.
That made no sense. She was talking, oh snap, she had sex with a dude. That next thing you know, she wake up, she like, yeah, I made burgers. She's like, oh, you're in that form?
Like, bro, I'm supposed to be walking around as the Hulk all the time just to please you? Crazy? That's too much.
I was mad. I was like, get out.
They was doing her dirty on a romantic front.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice that she had the moment with Daredevil. And it seems like
love seeing Matt Murdock
stay around. But they did her dirty. But I did like it. I liked the series up to the finale. I can't say I hated the finale.
Really?
What happened?
I said really.
No, I can't. No, I'm saying I can't say I hated it. I didn't, oh my God, this is the worst. But
So I was about to ask you, how did you feel about the finale?
I think it was the Kevin thing that irked me, but the rest of it, like, obviously just the way this show has been set up, fine. Because no, I do not want the villain getting the blood and getting superpowers.
Come at me, bro.
Yes, come on, like, bro, what? And the Hulk just jumping in, and now he's Abomination, and he's giving what was he saying? Motivational. He's doing speaking engagements, and I'm just like, bruh, some of this just doesn't make sense. Because if he was really being, like, genuine, like he was in that episode where they were at his, like, retreat or whatever, why would he be given why would he do a speaking engagement for the bro convention over here?
I thought it was a paid thing, he said.
Obviously, but I'm not doing that on my property. For what? So, even still, that was a nitpick. But I don't know. I think it was the Kevin thing that was just like, ugh. I didn't hate it, but I was just like, all right, whatever.
How did you feel about the finale, Sway?
I loved it because I was sick of we're going to take this blood and we're going to make like a U 2.0 that you have to fight. I'm like, bro, we went through this so many times in Marvel movies. Can we not? And then it got addressed. No, then it started getting messy. And I was like, all right, I'm not liking this ending. Then she broke the fourth wall, got into Marvel, and I was like, thank you. This is what I'm talking about. I thought the jokes that they had within the Marvel studio, like, you got to sign an NDA.
Yeah.
That long ass. I was like, yeah, that sounds like Marvel. And then I thought the Kevin Feige thing was actually kind of funny. Because Kevin do seem like a robot at certain times. But, like, notice how he never takes his hat off.
That's they can't be on there.
Tight.
That camera was set up like a cap. I said, I see the cap.
I just assumed he had a Neo head.
But I thought that was really cool how they did that. And she was like, look, we don't need a villain for this story. And I'm like, we don't.
Yeah.
Let this be a court show. And I love it the way it's just like, it's like a Sex and the City. I liked it a lot. So I'm glad that she like broke in. Like, no, I want my ending to be this.
Yeah. Because I was like, please, not this again.
Yeah, it was just like, bro, we done this too many times. I hate having like we did it with Black Panther, we did it with Doctor Strange, we did it with all these characters.
All of them. I also do appreciate that she popped the squad and was just like, all right, so also daddy issues. What's up with it? Because my God, bro, all of them.
Yeah, everyone. Just the fourth wall interactions was great. Like, hey, can you transform just not when the camera's facing you? Because our effects team went to another project. It's like,
now, that part I appreciated. It was like, I didn't hate it. It's just like, okay, cool.
I actually, you know what I'm saying, I at first was confused because I didn't really know what was going on. Like, I actually thought I hit the menu button on my Disney Plus, and I was just like, "Oh, so what's going on?" I was like,
it would be you to feel that way. Like, as soon as the menu, you just throwing everything over with a remote.
you the person who, when they used to do the prank voicemails, you would fall for it. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
I felt that shit every time.
How you doing today? You thought I answered the phone, like, bro? Yeah, that was you.
Yeah, I felt for that all the time.
You broke a couple phones because of that.
I was sitting there talking about, so yo, man, what's good, man? No, I'm good. What? Okay, yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, I definitely felt for that, Joe. I was like,
God damn it.
Yeah, I was just like, I was ready to blame the child. I was watching by myself.
People out on their voicemail.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh yeah, I did that all the time. I was like, who the fuck you think you talking to? It's just. But anyway, I was saying, like, okay, because this to me was, I think this was like, this is going to be the test, because this is Deadpool like. Deadpool will have to do something like this.
Yeah.
In his movie coming up, and I think the MCU is not used to any type of fourth wall breaking, and I think She-Hulk was kind of the guinea pig to see if she would how it would be for her doing the fourth wall type stuff, you know. So I like I said, I thought it worked. Like I said, I think I like her explain stuff to Kevin. Did the Kevin thing go a little bit too long? I think maybe a minute too long. And I was like, maybe I was expecting her to come back and see Hulk and like I said, and punch some dude or something like that. Yeah. I'm not saying to get into a whole big Hulk fight, but I'm just saying.
I thought we were going to have something else after that.
Yeah. You know, so like okay, back to the show. You know what I'm saying? You know, it punch one of them sexist assholes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Something, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. But other than that, I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, this is a creative way that I was, you know, wasn't expecting. Is even in the beginning when they did the whole 1970s Hulk show opening, you know, with the classic theme and everything like that, I was like, oh, this joke is actually hilarious. I can see this is actually happening, you know, because I remember all the classic Hulk openings. Hulk, yeah. Oh, I used to love them jokes. Scared the shit out of me too. Lou Ferrigno was scary as hell.
Really?
I was.
Of course.
I was young.
Of course.
Yes. So I was saying, look, you know, look, I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying.
But just make a joke about how I was 65 when I was 5. I understand. That's just not. That wasn't me. Yes, that's where we were going.
You know what I'm saying,
because let me cut you off at the knees here.
No, it's all good. Look, you rolled out the room. You just said like, let me get my morning paper.
You know what?
Yeah, it's all good. But they took a huge shot, and I was like, okay, I think it worked. I understand that there's a lot of mixed opinion about it.
The finale
and She-Hulk in general.
Oh, you know, I haven't really talked to anybody who didn't like it. Yeah, I'm sure I will because women. And
then I did appreciate Matt Murray. I appreciate two things about Daredevil. One, they gave him his kind of classic comic book look. Because we remember because he had that yellow and red.
The disgusting yellow and red.
It must have catch up. But what they didn't do is they did not take him away too much from his roots from the Netflix show. Yeah. And that's one thing I enjoyed because it was just like they were teasing another hallway scene because you remember the hallway scene, right?
Yeah, I was like,
and I was it was fun. I was like, Lady Sketch, have you ever seen Daredevil on Netflix? She was like, no, I never seen the series. I was like, I said, so you ain't never seen season 1? You never seen the hallway fight? He says no, and I was just like,
every Netflix show got a hallway fight.
Yeah, but that was the treasure. That was that when he hit Bull with the air conditioner. I'm just like, come on, that's your
that like those were the trademark.
Yeah.
The Netflix show's like, oh, we gotta have a hallway fight.
Each Netflix show after that was like, we gotta have a hallway fight. But after that, but Daredevil perfected it. I'm sorry, Punisher, it wasn't the same. You know, Daredevil perfected it. So they was
Daredevil was the original. So
exactly.
Yeah.
So when they were teasing it in She-Hulk, she just came through the roof and just like, you know, smashed it. And I was just like, they ain't take him too far away from his Netflix roots, but I was like, but they giving him, they're MCUing him up right now.
They giving us a taste. They, get their feet wet. Now
I just hope Luke Cage don't MCU come with like no damn Jerry curl and no bright ass yellow shirt. Talking about some player, you know what I'm saying? I because I'm like, don't do the heroes for hire like that. I'm just like, keep him with his bullet hole hoodie. You know what I'm saying? And keep it bald.
As long as he ain't calling anyone a job turkey, I'm okay.
Job turkey. So yes, seeing Daredevil now, I was like, okay, that's cool. Are we still gonna get that new season they was talking about? I'm not sure. I got hope
of Daredevil.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as I know, it's confirmed.
It's still confirmed. Okay.
Yeah, they getting like 20-something episodes, right?
Yeah. Daredevil.
Maybe we'll get a She-Hulk.
Maybe. But though, when it comes to like the Netflix show, you've seen the first season of Luke Cage, right? Mm-hmm. We started second season, right? Me and you were.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we got finished watching Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and Daredevil. Those are the ones that it's like you gotta watch.
You watched some of Jessica Jones.
I watched all Jessica Jones except for the third season. And then I didn't know there was a third season. So I was like,
okay, they really didn't promote that.
Yeah, at all. It was like,
that's when they was on their
that. Yeah.
And they said hiccup. Oh wait, is that third season?
Daredevil season 3 was great.
Oh, bro.
That was good. Like
all the Daredevil stuff. Was
all
great,
the Daredevils
man.
were like have been great.
Yeah. Yeah, see.
Now is Daredevil the one who we thought was dead because he got crushed in the?
Yeah, but that wasn't Defenders though.
Okay, that's why I'm like,
yeah.
What am I? Okay.
Yeah, that was the Defenders. But
what am I remembering?
If you want to see some good Vincent D'Onofrio acting, go check out that season 1 of Daredevil.
You know I love me some Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah, I ain't talking about no damn cameo with his loud ass white suited Hawkeye. I'm talking about
that was a mess.
Kingpin slamming guys' heads and doors type thing.
That man was in love.
He was.
I never want to be in love like that. That's horrifying.
So what would y'all rank She-Hulk? Like
She-Hulk, to me, it's a damn near perfect.
How about you, Lee Sketch?
I gave it a very high B+.
Very high B+.
Maybe A-.
Yes, that's what I'm actually gonna go agree with Swag and go on the Damn Near Perfect. It's one of my favorite Marvel Disney Plus shows that they have, and I think that on certain characters, this is the way to move forward. Every character don't need an hour.
Yeah,
I think if you didn't miss Marvel every half an hour, I think I would have liked that a little bit more.
I want, like, this is the only show where I got all, I'm like, I want some more. I wish there was more.
I would put this on my best of TV so far for 2022.
Yes. Don't get me wrong. I still enjoyed Moon Knight. I really did enjoy Moon Knight.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's number 1, but it'll be on the list.
Yeah. Are we done with all the Marvel shows this year, Swag? Or do we have another one?
Oh, I don't know. I don't be in a loop like that.
I'm about to say, like, is there any more shows that's going to round out the year, or is that?
Not that I could think of, because I usually find out from you, honestly. But let me check. MCU shows. I don't think there's any though.
But I always just stumble upon stuff by accident, like the Creed thing. I stumbled upon that by accident.
I think after we're done. After Black Panther, we're done with this phase.
Oh no, it's on TV. Okay, so
all together.
The next thing coming up is What If Season 2. Secret Invasion.
When's that coming out?
Early 2023.
Okay.
And Secret Invasion. Then mid 2023 is Echo and Loki Season 2. Then late 2023 is Ironheart and Agatha. And then early 2024 is Daredevil Born Again.